Now, the rest of the story.
Alright, welcome back. This video is exactly as advertised. One of my GoPros took a hit last night, and, well, luckily enough for me, these things are built to be beat up. My GoPro itself didn't take any real hurt. My camera mount is the one that actually took the damage. I have a custom-made mount from our sponsor, from those of you that aren't aware of this. Well, the magnets and the mountain itself were spared any damage, but what actually took the hit from, I'm looking at it right now, was actually the plastic holder that the camera mount secures itself onto the camera holder. Long story short, a plastic piece broke. I can go through and either glue it with my hobby glue right now, or I'll just either see if I got the parts to fix it, or I'll go on eBay. So, it's been kind of hectic here, trying to get chisel plowing done. It's been an awful pain, to be honest with you. I haven't really had all but one decent running day yet, and it is what it is. You guys are going to have one more video after this. I am done chisel plowing, as far as I'm concerned. We do have a little bit left that my brother has to do, but as far as everything that I wanted to get done for Dad and myself, I'm done. I'm going to be switching gears and going to getting the VT back in the 82 here yet today. Hopefully within an hour here, that's going to be hooked up and ready to go. So the camera getting knocked off here, it's in this clip right here. Pretty much happened exactly how I figured it would happen. I was trying to get a interesting, cool, and new camera angle, because that was the whole point of having this camera mount. It's a heavy-duty magnet, or it's got two heavy-duty magnets, and I like getting some of the down and dirty action shots. Well, I didn't really take into consideration the fact that I am chisel plowing standing corn stalks, and these corn stalks are, while brittle in some circumstances, still have quite a bit of their dexterity left, and you can see right now my camera is getting hit by the stalks. It's about to fall because I have it right on the sway blocks, and you're going to see the camera start to shake and rattle and then disappear. And there we go. Oh, too soon. There we go. Got buried. Luckily enough for me, I did have the camera. I do always try to put the camera in a place where I can see it from the tractor seat, no matter where I'm at or what I'm doing or what tractor I'm in. And I was keeping track of at least where in the parts of the field I was at that I was still seeing it. And I did see that before I dropped into this section of the field that it was still there. It took me a little bit of time. This is all real time. I found it fairly quick. But by the time I found it, I actually took the time to kind of clean it up and look it over, because I was worried that I'd actually really damage this camera holder. Because, like I said, it is custom made, and I really wouldn't want anything to happen to it. It's really handy. But it kind of got beat up in the purpose it was really meant for. It was sent to me with the reason that the magnetic mounts that come with the GoPro accessories in general is just one single magnet, and my sponsor, if you guys are aware of him, he was worried that that wouldn't be enough to really keep the cameras from getting knocked off, especially when I wear the different places I like to put these cameras. So he ended up getting this made for me, and according to this, it is pretty sturdy. You can't really blame a plastic piece for cracking apart, especially when it just got ran through a set of coulters on the front of the chisel plow and then getting buried. But it was about half in, half out of the ground. I got lucky here. Yep. I shut it off right away. I should have left the camera on a little bit. But, yeah, I consider myself really lucky there. It wasn't my new camera. I got two different GoPros. It's my, I guess I don't want to say my new camera, but my new GoPro is the one that I use to do my talks and how I can communicate to everybody. I got a Hero 5 and a Hero 6, and the Hero 5 is the older camera that took the hit, took the dive. I have all the covers on it and everything, so like it didn't get packed full of dirt. I'm probably gonna hit it with some hot water here. Same thing with the actual mount, get it all cleaned up again. But the problem is it's gonna be going right back in eating dirt because the VT and grain drilling, doing seeding here and planting and everything else like that. These cameras aren't about to get any kind of break, especially this time of the year. Especially if you guys can tell, I tried to get a couple more shots with the camera after that. I was a little bit leery because of the fact that the camera mount is cracked. I wasn't about to run back home to try to find a new repair piece or a new part. So I tried to put the camera out where I wasn't worried about it getting rattled around too much. The chisel plow really needs to be gone through. As far as once we're done with it for the spring, it was popping and banging pretty good last night, and I'm not really sure where it was all popping and banging from. So the plan is to go through, get it cleaned up. Once we're done using it here this spring, I'll go through and I'll grease it, check all the bolts, check all the hardware, and make sure that when we put it away for the summer, that it is in ready to run condition for this fall. So when it comes time to chisel plow this fall, when the opportunity arises, we can just hook up to it and run. Luckily enough for us, the chisel plow isn't overly complex. You can pretty much go through it and get it ready to run in probably a good 15 minutes. I do know I got a low tire, the one directly below the camera here. I shut down last night and I see it was getting kind of low. I don't know if it's going to be flat when I get back out there or if it was just a slow leak, if I can do if I have to go take it, put a tube in it or what. I mean, at this point, it's irrelevant. I'll do whatever it really needs to do. I mean, a flat tire or a low tire isn't going to do me any good. So the 46 has been on the planter. You guys are aware of that. And hopefully we're going to be planting here within a week. I think there's a really good possibility, strong possibility that we're going to be putting corn in within a week. It really depends on the weather. The planter does need a little bit of work yet, a little TLC. Not a lot, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a couple broken parts, one broken part. A seed firmer from last year I got to get replaced, and then I got to get the monitor mounted in, the GPS, the modem for the RTK, because we are running RTK again. Luckily, happily for us, you run RTK sub-inch accuracy on a corn planter, and you're not going to want to go back to not having it again. That's exactly what happened to us. I think Andrew knew exactly what he was doing. He was being a salesman there. He offered us the use of that RTK for a season, and we went from RTK down to Therastar, and Therastar isn't like WAS. I mean, it's about one step down from RTK, but Therastar isn't fixed based. It is satellite based, so it does your lines do move after about 30 minutes, and that was exactly what we were getting. And it wasn't the end of the world, but it was still kind of annoying because I got a couple fields that, like this one in particular, where you started at the top of the field, you had your AB line set, so you're going straight back and forth, and by the time you got to the bottom of the field, you were manually adjusting where your line actually should be compared to your to where you're actually at, because the satellites and everything the line is moving. I was up to, I think, 30 some feet. I mean, that's the width of the planter that I actually had to manually tell the monitor where the line was actually at. So the ground is working up great, though. It worked up great. It is a little bit soft. I mean, it's not so bad that, oh my gosh, we're going to be causing tons and tons of compaction, but I wish it was just a little bit drier. But at this point in the game, this point in the year, I don't want to be out in May trying to get done with chisel plowing. I would rather have been done last fall, but that is water under the bridge. Can't change it. It's not much point in worrying about it. Yeah, I don't think I have any more. Hopefully, won't have any more issues. Well, as far as the chisel plow goes, Ryan, with what little bit Ryan has to run it, I don't think it'll be too bad. Like I said, my farm is Rock City Central, so my place, chisel plowing, disking, it's hard on everything. Well, and I guess I figured it's time to quit. Oh, I jumped out and grabbed the camera, so I guess that's an indicator it's time to go. So take care, take it easy, keep in touch. I'll talk to you later.